Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. As we already done 30 MCQs of Redspot biology, let us move towards MCQs 31. Okay. As I have already said that we should have to focus on the way that we cover our MCQs in the shortest span of time. So in this question, you see a long statement. So to solve this type of questions, you have the ability with practice that you overlook the question statement within 4 to 5 seconds. Just overlook and try to find out the keyword in the statement. For example, in this statement, the key few words are the last two lines only. Actually, they want to ask, offspring without nuclei die about 4 days after hatching. It means that offspring cannot live without nuclei. Because why? This is simply a question, and the whole is the statement about consuming your time. So we know nuclei is responsible for the formation of ribosomes, and if there are no ribosomes, there is no manufacture of proteins. That's it. The right option is D. And then move on. Radioactivity labeled amino acids are introduced into a cell in which cell structure will the radioactivity first appear. So whenever the amino acids enter in the cell or form in the cell, they will be first regarded with the rough endoplasmic reticulum and basically on the ribosomes. So the correct option is C. What is the function of nuclei? Actually 31 is repeating here because the function of the nuclei is the formation of ribosomes. And then in the same way, this question may also be repeated when radioactivity labeled amino acids are taken up by the secretory cells. What is the sequence of structures in which radioactivity will appear? So this may be cytoplasm, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus alpha option, because lysosomes have no concern as such direct with in normal conditions with amino acids, and delta nucleus. Delta is maybe the option, but A is the best option, because nucleus basically does not normally pick up the amino acids. It picks up the proteins in the form of histones, and maybe in the other form. In eukaryotic cells, transcription occurs in the nucleus, in which other organelle does transcription occur. Transcription occurs basically in self-replicating organelles. Transcription may be occurring in the self-replicating organelles. Basically, transcription is the formation of the messenger RNA. So, mitochondria is the self-replicating organelle here. These cell components, when appropriately strained, will be clearly seen under the high power of light microscope. Okay, lysosomes cannot be seen, and the plasma reticulum cannot be seen, chloroplast may be seen. Because the lysosomes is 0.1 to 1 micrometer, and the plasma reticulum is also less than 0.2 millimeter. So, chloroplast is larger than 0.2 millimeter. The diagram shows the ultrastructure of a cell, in which cell component is newly synthesized protein modified by adding carbohydrate. So, packaging, modification of structures takes place at Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. That is option A. Okay, we skip to question number 38. 39 says what identifies a cell as a prokaryote? Because a prokaryote has single circular DNA. So the correct option is B. We have missing the statement of this question. Actually, this question says which of the following options matches with this first structure or function. So packing of material, where packing of material occurs? Golgi apparatus. So is Golgi apparatus bounded by two membranes? No, this is not correct. Aerobic aspiration. Aerobic aspiration takes place in mitochondria, and it is enveloped by double membrane, not a single membrane. Autophagy, this is occurs by lysosome and one organelle. Yes, this is lysosome is bound by one organelle, one membrane, and containing hydrolytic enzymes. This is our correct option. Okay. Lysosomes measures 0.4 micrometer in diameter. What is the diameter in nanometer? We know 1 micrometer is equal to 1000 nanometer. Yes, students, note it. 1 micrometer is equal to 1000 nanometer. So if the lysosome is 0.4 micrometer, so 0.4 micrometer is equal to 400. 0.4 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 400 nanometer. 42 says, what is the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum? So smooth endoplasmic reticulum, basically synthesis of lipids is done by smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Synthesis of proteins is done by rough endoplasmic reticulum. So correct option is C. Transport of proteins may be the right option, because smooth endoplasmic reticulum also serves as the transport, but the most suitable option is synthesis of steroids. Okay, in eukaryotic cells, nucleic acids are found in organelles other than the nucleus. Which of the following is correct? So in this question, basically they want to ask chloroplast, ribosome and mitochondria. They want to check the actually information and concept also. We know that chloroplast contains DNA plus ribosomes. Okay, so here maybe some students that are going that are confusing with DNA and RNA, because they thought that chloroplast only contains DNA. No, we said that chloroplast contains DNA plus RNA. So RNA contains the DNA plus ribosomes. So ribosomes contains RNA. So both chloroplast and mitochondria contain DNA and RNA, because they contain DNA and ribosome. And ribosome itself contains RNA. So correct option is Charlie. Okay. Now when potassium passes from the soil into a vacuole of a root cell, it encounters some cellular barriers. Which of the following is the right path of the potassium ion movement towards the vacuole of the cell? Okay. I think there is some diagram given here. Not. Okay. So basically we know that it passes from primary cell wall towards the secondary cell wall, and then towards the tonoplast, and then into the vacuole. Option B is correct. What is the function of Golgi body? Formation of lysosomes is a function of the Golgi body. Golgi body is not transport proteins, it is a packaging factory, not a transporter. So formation of lysosomes. From which cell organelle are nucleic acids present? Nucleic acid is present in ribosome. A sample of living cells from the pancreas is supplied with amino acids containing the isotope of nitrogen and 15, which structure in the cells from the pancreas will show the highest concentration of Na15. Basically, the question wants to ask that if which organelles in the cell takes up concerns with the amino acids, most probably. So these are ribosomes and Golgi body, because ribosomes assembled amino acids and formed proteins, and Golgi body packaging them. The diagram shows the structure the organelles that can be seen with an electron microscope in a yeast cell. Okay. How do animal and plant cells differ from the cell? Yeast cell. Basically, there is a comparison between animal cell and plant cell. So animal cell do not have ribosomes. This is not true. Animal cell have Golgi bodies. Yes, animal cell have. Plant cell do not have free ribosomes. No, plant cell have ribosomes. Animal cell have centrioles. Yes. Plant cell do not store glycogen. Yes. Plant cell stores starch as a storage material. So correct option is C. Animal cell store glycogen. Yes. Plant cell have Golgi bodies. So here is the problem, but the correct option is C. In eukaryotic cells, nucleic acids are found in organelles other than the nucleus. Which of the following is correct? We know chloroplast contains both DNA and RNA. Endoplasmic reticulum contains none of these as the parts of structure. Ribosome contains RNA. Mitochondria contains both DNA and RNA. Alpha option is correct. The table gives a description of four membranous structure in a cell, which structure is correctly matched to its function. Okay. Packing of material is done by Golgi body. A network of tubules and cells is tube and sac surrounded by a single membrane. Aerobic aspiration, an organelle bounded by two membranes, the inner highly folded. Protein synthesis, an organelle bounded by one membrane contain. Hydrolytic enzyme Charlie is not correct because lysosome is there for digestion, not for synthesis. Liver synthesis, a stack of elongated cup sac is sac surrounded by a single membrane. Elongated cup sac. I think liver synthesis is done by the endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So these are not curved sacs; these are simply. So the best option in this case is an organelle bounded by two membranes, the inner highly folded, that is mitochondria. So this is the almost end of our first topic of Redspot biology. Inshallah, we will meet soon in our next journey. Allah Hafiz.